I spent most of my life Christian, and here's what I learned after becoming Muslim. And this might challenge everything you think you know about both religions. Christianity taught me how to love Jesus, but Islam taught me how to follow him. Jesus prayed on his face, and Muslims do the same. Jesus himself fasted, and Muslims fast in Ramadan. He never claimed to be God, but he did worship Allah alone. The core concept of Christianity, the Trinity, wasn't even taught by Jesus. It was added centuries later by councils. Islam preserved Jesus' true message of pure monotheism, worshipping one God only, that Christianity lost through human interpretation. A lot of Christians tell me, you left Jesus. I didn't leave Jesus. I just found the real Jesus that the church had hidden from me. Sometimes the truth is closer than you think. You just need to look deeper. Islam is the truth. Here's why. And this will change how you see everything. What if I told you there's a book that hasn't been changed for 1400 years, with zero contradictions, and it contains scientific facts discovered centuries later? The Quran itself described embryology, ocean currents, and the expansion of the universe all before modern science existed. It's the only religious text with a perfect preservation chain that dates all the way back to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. With all due respect to all other religions, no other religion can claim this level of authenticity. Plus Islam's logical monotheism, complete life guidance, and mathematical perfection when it comes to the structure of the text of the Quran. This all points to something divine, not something created by humans. So if you're seeking the truth, don't ignore the evidence that's right in front of you. Ever since I became Muslim, I've noticed we tend to shorten a lot of the things that we might have gotten rewarded for. So for example, some of us, we say salam instead of assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, which only takes 2 seconds longer to say, and we're using the beautiful name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning the peace giver. And some of us, we say jazakallah or jazak instead of saying jazakallahu khair or jazakallahu khairan. So we should aim to use the longer, more rewarding words that benefit us more and give us more reward, as it doesn't take long to say. You might be pushing someone away from Islam without even knowing it. So nowadays I'm seeing a lot of people in Muslim brothers and sisters comment section where they're just straight up shaming them as opposed to advising them. And of course, as Muslims, we should want the best for our Muslim brothers and sisters, and we should want them to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And logically speaking, shaming will bring no benefit. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us to give advice in a kind, gentle way in the Quran. And He also tells us in the Quran, وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. He tells us mankind was created weak. So we know that we're all sinners. And to publicly shame someone brings no benefit whatsoever. The best thing to do is to advise them gently and to advise them in a kind way, as this is the best way to give advice as a Muslim. Because we want people to come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to remind ourselves that we want people to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't want this I'm holier than thou mindset.